driving, I kind of sit and I think about a lot of things, and I get a lot of time in the car, and God really, I think, probably speaks to me most then. I don't have a lot to do other than just kind of stare into space or listen to the radio or whatever, and I think that's kind of why, your mind starts to kind of go different areas, and you get a lot of time to think. And the problem with that is a lot of times you get a lot of these other thoughts in your head, and the enemy really tries to attack you in those downtimes. I found that, the more I try to focus my thoughts on Christ and, on what His plans are for me and, stuff like that, it really encourages me a lot. It kind of gets my thinking in the other direction. Especially with a lot of stuff going on in my life right now. I've got a lot going on with my marriage, with work and stuff like that. I've had other opportunities come up that I've had to consider, and stuff like that as far as work and with the ministry. I just took on the youth leader position at church, and we're building from the ground up, and I know it's going to be a struggle, and there's going to be obstacles, but I know God's there with us, and He's going to lead us, and I know He has big plans for this ministry and for our church, and I try to focus so much on these thoughts instead of the negative thoughts. I mean, negative thoughts can consume you, and it's pretty amazing what the enemy can do just by using your mind. I think that's when you got to kind of listen to your heart, let your heart kind of take over your mind, and just kind of stand on what God's said to you, and the things that God's put in your heart. Kind of focus on those instead of focusing on the negative. And, I just want to encourage you today that when those negative thoughts start to come in, as Joyce Meyer says, you need to capture those negative thoughts and throw them away. Put them in the back. Just get rid of them. Give them to God. Let Him handle it. Focus more on the positive, and the more we think about the things that God's given us, we think less about what we don't have, and stuff like that. So I just want to encourage you today, and hopefully that this message can kind of speak to your heart, and whenever those negative thoughts kind of get into your head, that you can capture them thoughts and focus more on the positives in your life. Whether it be your family, your kids, your ministry, or whatever it is that you have, that focus on that. Whatever God's given you, take hold of that and just run with it. Let Him lead you. Let Him lead your mind, and I tell you, you'll have a lot better day, and things will look so much brighter. And I just want to encourage you with that thought today. So have a good day, and God bless.